Hey there boys and girls, like Skillflaky here, and welcome back to another episode of Howto Recon, series where I'm giving you some recon tips in Battlefield 4. So today's topic would be counter-sniping, and counter-sniping is actually one of the many jobs a recon has, because obviously as a recon you're most of the time also a sniper, and as a sniper you have to counter-snipe. And why is that? So it's because if, for example, there's like an MCOM and you want to plant that MCOM, but a sniper is covering it, you cannot go up there and plant it because he will easily headshot you, and yeah, this is a problem. You will get killed, and the sniper will get a kill, but you're not one step closer to arming the MCOM. So counter-sniping is a really important thing as a recon player, and normally the people you got to counter-snipe are long-range snipers. They're normally there with their rangefinders, with their PLD, bipod, whatever they're gonna use. I will do a long-range tutorial eventually, I know, guys, but those are normally the guys you will have to counter-snipe, and, well, those are, well, there are pros and cons to doing that. Of course, if they're using a bipod, they're kind of an easy target when it comes to just shooting them quickly. So normally you're able to get them with like one hit and then a quick follow-up shot because they have to get up first. And normally the reach chamber time or the bullet travel speed, if you're using a, I would say, high velocity rifle like, for example, the SRR right here, it should be no problem. You should always aim for the head or a little lower so that you're not overshooting, because if you're undershooting you're still hitting the target, which means he will at least be damaged. And this is really important. Like that, it's easier to counter-snipe, so make sure, aim for the head, but if you're not sure if you should aim a little bit higher or lower, always go for lower, so in case you're getting into trouble you can get with the second follow-up shot. So, normally they can shoot you a little bit better because they're zoomed in and everything, they know the distance and everything. So what can you do? You as the, I would say, the moving recon, at least, and as it was in my case, where you just saw how I was sniping or counter-sniping those guys, is that you should keep moving. So you're taking one shot, you move, and you're always zigzagging and moving directions to the back, to the front, left and right, just all directions, so they have to account for that, compensate for that, and like that they won't take a shot, because just the bullet travel time in itself is really like a big factor when it comes to hitting a moving target over like such a long distance. However, if you're moving, there are some downsides to it as well, because then you will have the problem of having the running inaccuracy, which means you will have to stand still for a quick second or something, so your aim will come back. Otherwise your aim will be thrown off. It's kind of the suppression effect as it was in Battlefield 3. So you really have to take that into account as well. And basically the most important thing about counter-sniping then would be, after you kind of realize that you have to stand still and then take the pot shot, keep on moving so you're harder to hit, is that you should learn the bullet drop by always using the same rifle or a rifle with a similar bullet drop and the same scope. The scope is the really most important part right here, because if you're using the same scope over and over again, your aim will get a lot better and better. And it was really disappointing how it just kept missing that guy. I don't know, well, sometimes it's just going not as you planned it, I guess. But yeah, in a counter-snipe situation, normally a skill player will win. Although, if they're kind of on the same level, like the exact same level, it will normally be a draw, because the person who's like knows already distance and is standing still, so he won't have the inaccuracy, or is using the bipod, so he don't have to hold his breath, will be more accurate with his shots. Also an easier target, but he normally won't, I guess, eat that many shots, because he will get up soon enough. So in a counter-snipe situation, it can often result in a draw if both players are equally skilled. Most of the time, though, the more skilled player, well, obviously wins. So that's just like another hint you should keep in mind. But yeah, I think this wraps it up for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the little counter-sniping topic and the counter-snipes, especially the ones in the beginning. But yeah, I think it's pretty much all for now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and like Skillflaker out.